All right, we are back for an episode of What the Heck is this guy doing to his gem car this week? So we're gonna do a 4-link suspension. I've never attempted something like this, so I'm just gonna throw it all out there and you can tell me what I'm doing wrong or right, or saying that it's a good idea. So this is the stock ELXD suspension. So when you are going up 6 inches in the air, you can see how far that drops down the rear end, the axle, and it kind of puts those in an odd situation. And in theory, I could notch this little area out right here and drop it down much further. The problem becomes is you're almost putting these links straight up and down. So it looks like, I'm assuming this is what's considered a 4-link suspension, as what it comes from the factory as, but I need to modify it so that it will work for what I am going to be using. And so I'm just going to go ahead, take everything off of here, use some of the stuff, some of the locations, fabricate a plate to customize the 4-link that I want, and essentially drop everything down so that the lift is more built into the lower area now rather than having it all the way up here, so that the difference in angle from the whenever the back end swings is not going to cause, I don't know, I'm assuming the ride is not going to be good in the current situation. So I'm just going to take it off and then we'll go from there. All right, here we are with the 4-link off. I had already cut a little bit of this so the swing arm could drop down lower, just to kind of make it flush. Now I'm going to notch this completely out. You can see from the bottom here and from the top. All it is a plate, and I will show you why I'm doing that. That is going to turn into my mounts for doing the new 4-link. Might as well use what is already there and then just fabricate some new stuff. Alrighty, so I've got these tacked into place. Basically all I did, remove the original rear swing arm, cut out the bottoms of these, put some 8-inch tube in here, 38.5 inches wide, and I'm gonna weld a steel plate to this to give it, not that it needs it, but as much stability as I possibly can. Then I will be able to put drop downs. I wanted them out a little bit further. That's why I did this wider, because I'm going to widen the axle. So I want to put drop downs for the 4-link. So that brings me down, well over 6 inches total from the original height. So that gives me my lift without changing the angle of the rear end. And then for the uppers, I've got a whole big piece of steel up here that I can weld the triangulated portion anywhere that I want. I think it's about 3/16 steel, so it should hold up to pretty much anything that I'm looking to do, and that's kind of the plan. We'll see how it goes. All right, I'm gonna throw a couple tacks on this, and then I will bring it down and do the finish welding. And as I said before, I'm not a welder, I'm a realtor, so don't judge. If you want to judge, go make your own videos. Like a glove. All right, so let's take a look at this rear view first. Basically, we can make your sway bar link mount however big or small you want it. You can buy these dang things online. They're easier to buy them and as cheap as they are, it's a heck of a lot easier than cutting them out myself with a grinder and whatnot. And then view from behind, like I said, this thing is completely detachable, so even whenever I have the entire rear assembly done, I could just unbolt it if I wanted. Just a couple bolts right there, right there. And after I get all my links on, get my sway bar links on and done, make sure that the travel is where I want it, and get the shocks mounted. After that is all done, then I will be able to take it off and paint it, get it ready to rock and roll.